Hello, y'all. Okay, so I just did a unboxing of my Charlotte Tilbury Duo products, which was the eye cream and face cream. They're Magic Eye, Magic Face Cream. Actually, this is called Magic Eye Rescue, and this is called just her famous Magic Cream. And I think the reason it's so famous, if one thing, she is a professional makeup artist that does makeup for very famous people, as part of the reason it's famous, is she's famous. But the other piece to that is it gives you a very, as you can see, a very nice glow underneath what will be my foundation. Alright, so I'm done with that. So now I want to start with the foundation. Since I properly moisturized both my eyes and my face. You can see I've been playing in eye makeup. We'll fix that. I've just been having fun looking at different stuff. But I want to use this new Chanel Le Beige. And the Le Beige product is called Water Fresh Tint. And this is the one that has the little beads in it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I want to kind of get it to focus. Let me see if I can get that to focus so that you can see the beads, trying to get the glare off. But what happens is these little beads obviously are makeup. They're in a water, I would imagine somewhat of an oil solution, and as you break the beads you've got makeup. But if it's not just straight water, Water Fresh Tint with micro droplet pigments, bare skin effect, natural and luminous healthy glow brush applicator. Okay, so it comes with this little brush applicator, but I found this to be too small to work with, to be honest with you. It's just too small to work with. It's just, I would like, just for the ease of it, a bigger brush size. See, this is so tiny to work with. So I'm just going to use my that's a Chanel brush. I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Velvet Luxe 301 Buffing Foundation brush. Okay, so you don't have to shake this. That's not the point. You are supposed to put it on the back of your hand. I'm going to do 2 squirts. As you can see, it's running like water. Look how there's a little bit of oil to it. You can tell because it's not just rolling off my hands, but it's pretty close to it. And you can see pigment in it, but you start swirling it around and it breaks those pigments. And so now you have product to put on your face. And it's a very sheer, I can tell you that, product. Very sheer. And so you're using the back of your hand as a mixing plate, which I don't know how I feel about that. There are makeup mixing plates. You could just use, you know, people are like, well, you can buy those blah blah blah. Get yourself a little pretty crystal plate from a little antique store cheap and use that. You don't really have to get a specific mixing plate. Just something that has no ridges. It's very, very smooth. Alright, so that is the look. I don't even feel like I need to blend down, even though I will. This is a very, very, very sheer look. But it does what foundation is supposed to do. And what is that? It's supposed to equalize the canvas. It's supposed to make your face all one color. Now, here's what I don't like. I've got this left over on my hand when I could have had it on my brush. So I feel like what I prefer to do is to put the product on either side of your face and then roll it out. So just to also build the coverage, that's the initial coverage. As you can see everything. You can see my age spots, freckles, everything. And so what I would say, this isn't no type of flaw coverage at all. None. Nothing. It just equalizes the palette, okay? But let's say I want to make it buildable. So I now am going to build it to the second layer. So I'm going to put a squirt on this cheek and a squirt on this cheek instead of putting it on the back of my hands. Now I have to say, it is a little like water now for sure. And I'm going to break open those little micro pellets or whatever they're called, and see if the color improves or the coverage. This to me looks like it's supposed to be super sheer, y'all. Like I would say this would be to a young person who has no acne, who has no wrinkles yet, who has no age spots, who has no rosacea, who has no pigment coloration differentiation issues, nothing. You've already got a healthy face. You just want to even out the palette of your skin, which honestly, if you have that and a good tan, and as a young person, you probably don't even need makeup at all. So I think it's funny, this product. I can't really figure out who this is to be marketed to. It wouldn't be marketed to my age, I don't feel like. I don't feel like. Now I had a little bit on my finger, so I'm just going to put it right there. And we're just going to clean off the brush by kind of rubbing it in my décolleté and neck area just to try to get whatever is left over till there's just nothing left to use. And that also gets it off of the brush. Also, I use my trusty makeup towel and just kind of wipe off the end because it's wet and we don't want it to be wet. And I'm also going to see how easy is this to wipe off. Does it leave residue? No, it doesn't feel like it's leaving a lot of residue. Probably because it's a water-based product. I feel like it's more than just water, y'all. I feel like there's definitely some what it basically is a very thin oil with makeup pigments, makeup palette, little droplets in it. And that's what I'm feeling like this is. Let's see how my brush did from having that on it, because it'll tell you something about the product. It seems fine. It seems a little bit wet, actually. That could be a good thing or not. Again, because it's Le Beige, the CCs are in a beige color versus the white color. I think the concept's kind of neat. It's very fresh feeling. It doesn't feel very heavy at all. I'm assuming this will dry to the point that it doesn't even feel like it's on me. Again, I do feel like it does the job of kind of evening out my facial palette. I feel like I am all one color right now. And I also have a little mosquito bite there, so that's not from the makeup, y'all. Don't think I'm having a reaction. I got a mosquito bite literally right on my chest. Okay, so there's that. And then I also wanted to use a palette. Where is it? That I'm thinking about buying and making it part of the giveaway, because I really, if I remember this correctly, let's see how it goes right now. It's the BE ... by Bubby Beauty, and this is a BH Cosmetics product. It is a 12 shade palette. Here's the palette. It's got cool tones clearly, you know, some purple and lavenders. It's got perfect shades of brown, and it's got a little bit of some rustic and gold over here. Some rustic and gold. The browns are very obvious. This is a fantastic palette. I don't think that this has a name other than that, so I think this is the only one they did. But the YouTuber is Bub's Beauty, B-U-B-Z Beauty. Her name's Lindsay, is it Tang or Sang? T-S-A-N-G. And she handpicked all of these colors for her palette, and she wanted to make sure that there was a day to night option. But she also wanted to emphasize beauty inside and out. What I like about this, the cover says B and then ... and each color has a name. Be happy, grateful, genuine, optimistic, inspired, bold, charismatic, thoughtful, able, confident, hopeful, and kind. So be these things. It says be whatever you want to be, Bubby. What I like about this is it is lightweight. It's one of those plastic or hard, not plastic, one of those hard cardboard pieces, which makes it very lightweight, but she has a mirror in here. And y'all, I will tell you, does my Fame one have a mirror? No, see, here's ColourPop's Fame. This is a great palette. Absolutely love this palette. I've shown this to y'all a couple of times, and we need to use it again too. Look, no mirror. Let's look at this one. Okay, KK Beauty, she does have a mirror. Again, hers is kind of a blush or nude beige kind of color palette with the Tone on Tone logo. And great, fantastic palette, but it does have a mirror. I say it does have a mirror. Okay, the ColourPop one does not, and a lot of them don't. A lot of the new palettes don't have that. I was trying to look and see if any of these other ones don't. Well, the one that I showed y'all not too long ago. This is the Butter Eyeshadow from Physicians Formula, and because it has a see-through, which it could have just been regular silver and given you a mirror, it doesn't have a mirror. This is Too Faced. It has a mirror. Theirs usually does have a mirror. Let's see if Mally's. Yes, she's got a mirror too. Do y'all remember this palette? You know what it looks like? It reminds me of my is it Anastasia palette? Or is it Stila? Or it just reminds me of another palette I have. I'm trying to think the name of it. I'll look, because this reminds me so much of that one, but it's okay. what I realized when I was going through this drawer is I have a lot of good palettes we have not used, but today we're going to use this Bee palette, and I'm going to start with Be Happy, which is the lightest color that she has in here, and it you know, for a highlighter color. And why don't I see that always happen? Oh, it's because it always falls down. It's a shorter brush. This is an E25, and I'm going to use that. This always has like a gold undertone, not just white and light, but gold. And I'm going to do the inner corner. And yes, you can already see that I have some eyeshadow on. Just ignore it, or I'm just having fun. This is playing with makeup time, y'all. I'm going to come forward and just do right there in that inner corner. And then I am going to just flip it over, flip the brush over, and I'm going to go into Hopeful. Tap that off, and I'm going to go over the lid, over a color I already had. I just want to make this lighter. Here we go. Here we go. Kind of right under the brow as well, an outer area. Maybe right here by the nose bone. Right there. Okay. And now I'm going to use a crease brush, and I'm going to use the Genuine color. Should I do that? Or should I use a purpley? We'll use Genuine. That's this color right here. Kind of twist it a little because this is a round brush instead of a flat brush, and you want to make sure there's good coverage. And I'm going to go right over what I had, which was almost a claret or red color, and I'm just going over that and kind of going right up underneath the brow right there, and then blending that out. Yep, like that. And kind of bringing out in, getting that outer area covered. Again, some more Genuine. And we're going to go right here. Actually, I like that claret color. And then right under the brow, so that it doesn't have a hard line there. And just kind of blending it out. And out in, getting that done. It's very, very pretty. I like it. I like it. What was that claret color? It was actually called